Hello and welcome to another video, and thank you so much for everyone who has joined this community and is subscribing, liking, sharing our posts, and also commenting, joining us on our watch alongs and live videos. It means a great deal to me as you continue to do so, and we encourage you to also share it out there so that we can also push the content in terms of Kenyan sports. Yeah, so for this particular video, we are going to focus on one club, and that is the reigning defending champions, Kenya Police FC. Yeah, and a lot has been happening. There's an exclusive from Kevin Tear that has been released as at the time of recording this video. It's like 3 hours or so ago, where Kenya Police FC have reportedly released some foreign-based players out of the team, and this is what he wrote, that Kenya Police FC are set to release all the foreign players they signed before the start of the current season, with a clear out expected to be completed this week. Those affected include Senegalese goalkeeper Kadime Ndiaye, Congolese trio Mosengo Tensele, Exos Missouri and Gideon Muyoti, and Nigerian striker Samuel Ayanrinde. Yeah, so this is an exclusive from Kevin Tear. So maybe just I want to see, there was like a trio that was signed recently for who? For Kenya Police FC, and I want to see if one of them is among the 6 that are set to be released. There is Malonga wearing jersey number 38, whom they unveiled this season. There is Kutima. Is Kutima among the names I have read? Let me just have a look so that we are not misinforming. Yeah, so those affected: Kadime Ndiaye, Tensele Missouri, Muyandi, Samuel Oyandime. Ayanrinde, not Oyandime. That's Kutima, Jacques. I think these ones may have survived, or probably, if these things are supposed to go until the end of the week so that we get to know what's happening, then that would be of course informed, and then we will let all of you guys know. So I don't know what's happening at Kenya Police FC, because there's, as I am mentioning that this is a focus on Kenya Police FC, it's because there's a lot that has been happening there, and if you're releasing 6 players that you signed before the transfer, I don't know what kind of contracts they had. Were they like 6-month contracts? Were they 1-year contract? Are they going to receive their payouts as they are being released? Because if such has happened, then they have probably been very underwhelming in terms of their performances, or they have not been getting some minutes on the playing field. Yeah, and this is something that has been happening, especially in the Kenyan football scene, where a lot of players are being released. I don't know how these contracts are structured, when you can get to release such an amount of players and having them on like they are free agents. They become free agents. I don't know what kind of contracts these players get into. Do they usually have like professional advice when they are signing for these teams, or do these teams also have the financial muscle to part ways with these players and pay out the rest of their contracts? Or probably the players are just signed on like 6 months contracts, and then it's renewed. Yeah, so that's on on the Kenya Police FC players that are going to be released. But then again, you also have, when we are talking about foreign-based players, as I was mentioning, you had the likes of Malonga, Kutima, and Jacques, who signed for Kenya Police FC this season. It's also a wait and see to get to know whether they will also be released or they will continue to be part of the fold at the Kenya Police FC. The other intriguing news about Kenya Police FC is that they have signed Nicholas Muyoti into the team, and this is a coach. He was the head coach at Nairobi United, and considering that Nairobi United are representing Kenya at the continental stage in the CAF Confederations Cup, and they still have fixtures that they're supposed to face up against teams around the continent. Of course, they have, is it Raja Casablanca? I don't know if it's Casablanca, one of them. There's Maniema, and then there's Azam. Yeah, Azam is also in that group. And for Muyoti to leave a post as the head coach of Nairobi United, who had title ambitions, mind you, heading into this season, and they have really good players. For him to leave Nairobi United and join Kenya Police FC, and probably as an assistant coach, for me it tells me one thing, that the head coach at Kenya Police FC, Dojan Stevanovic, or what's his I'm just butchering him, Dusan, not Dovan, Dusan Stojanovic, the Serbian coach who signed for Kenya Police FC this season. Could he be moving out? It's also a wait and see, because if Muyoti is joining Kenya Police FC as an assistant coach, then to me that feels like a downgrade. Sorry. To me, that feels like a downgrade, because if he was to be the assistant coach at Police FC and then move to Nairobi United to become the head coach, then it feels as an upgrade. So if I am reading too much into it, probably that could be the case, but I have this gut feeling that Dusan Stojanovic, not Stovanovic, Dusan Stojanovic could be on his way out. But unless Kenya Police FC are trying to build this super team with like super coaches around, and then getting assembling the Infinity Stones in terms of football in Kenya. I don't know. It's a wait and see. Maybe the writing is already on the wall for Coach Dosan, and we just await and see, because Nicholas Muyoti already started his training session, as you have seen, or as you can see in the photos that I'm displaying on this video. And also the coach, Dusan Stojanovic, also was in that session. Yeah, so what does this go to show? Maybe the controversy that was lying around in terms of Nairobi United expecting to be paid for the release clause of Nicholas Muyoti, probably it has already been done, or maybe it's a matter that will drag on, and eventually Kenya Police FC would probably pay the release clause for Nicholas Muyoti. Yes, that's that on the coaching side. Then again, the other part is that they managed to secure the signing of one Simba SC player, albeit on loan. That is Awesu. Awesu Ali Awesu. who is donning the number 33 jersey. He's joining Kenya Police FC on loan until the end of the season. Currently, Kenya Simba FC has been doing a lot of signings. I think in the Tanzanian league, there's a lot of signings, especially for younger Simba. Azam, not so much. Singida, there's been plenty of moves. TRA United have been making moves. But then it's just a matter of time until we see him on the field. He already started his training session, and the next matchup probably he'll figure for or feature for who? For Kenya Police FC. So what was the report? That Simba FC midfielder Awesu has completed a move to Kenya Police FC, where he will spend the rest of the season on loan. Yeah. What did Kenya Police write about him? Did they say anything? Nah. Let's see. Just a moment. Still signed, ready to deliver our newest recruits. Awesu is officially in the building. Welcome, Cheza. Yeah, so we await and see what we have in store from Ali Awesu. We just hope that all of these players that are signing for our clubs in Kenya elevate the league to make it more competitive. Not only competitive, but also very attractive. Yeah, so that's that. And then so in terms of the signings, we have those particular ones. I don't know if they have any other who is already on their books. Maybe just transfer rumors that we'll be able to mention in a different video. So out of this, the next matchup for Kenya Police, they are facing off against Mara Sugar at the Police Circle Stadium. And when you look at it, Kenya Police have not been having like some very good results coming their way. As the defending champions, last match out, how did they play out? They just managed to secure was it a draw? Yeah, a nil-nil draw to KCB. They secured a nil-nil draw to KCB, and they enter into this matchup against Mara Sugar, being placed sixth with 23 points. That's, of course, it's a decent amount of points, considering that most of the teams are there or thereabouts. When you look at the league leaders at the moment, FC Leopards, they are just leading. They are just 7 points ahead of 6th placed Kenya Police FC, and a win for them. Remember that they have only played 14 games. A win for them takes them up to 26 points, and that will be a point behind second placed Gor Mahia. But if they are to win their 2 games in hand, then they will just be 1 point behind league leaders AFC Leopards. So it's upon them to really assert themselves as one of the title contenders this season. So they really need to look out so that they do not drop points for them to have a good season ahead. Yeah, that's regarding the next matchup. Of course, when they are coming against Mara Sugar is placed 12th with 19 points. So as I was mentioning, like, a lot of teams are stacked there or thereabouts, because if they win, if Mara Sugar win, they just go a point behind Kenya Police FC, and that will mean that they join Posta Rangers and KCB on 22 points. Of course, knowing that KCB have one game in hand. So at 22 points, they have Mara Sugar have a -5 goal difference against who is this on 22? Posta Rangers have a -4. So a win for Mara Sugar could enable them to leapfrog Posta Rangers on the 8th position, and that would also mean that they'll be 1 point behind Kenya Police FC. So it's going to be a tight matchup, considering that both teams have Kenya Police have won 6 against Mara Sugar, who have won 4. So they are almost neck to neck. But in terms of their losses, Mara Sugar have lost 4 matches, and Kenya Police FC have lost 3 matches. I think those are the separating elements in this matchup. So what is going to happen at Kenya Police FC? Probably more signings. Of course, they have been linked with a number of players. Of course, we will be talking about transfers in a different video, but it will be interesting, and it will be very important for the Kenya Premier League if Kenya Police FC perform very well and give every contender a run for their money. And of course, if FC Leopards is performing well, Gor Mahia, Shabana, Tusker, Kenya Police, Nairobi United, KCB, especially those who are touted to be like title contenders, then we are going to have an amazing second half of the season to come up. Yeah, so that's all we have for you in this particular video. Kindly like, share, subscribe, and help your boy out to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's our chase currently on 932 subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you to everyone who takes their time out to view our videos and like and share. Yeah, that's all we have for you in this one. Until next time, bye bye.